5 p.m. Eastern Time. Surprise DC Comics panel. Okay. So there's a surprise coming. I got a few predictions for this. I got two. Ready? First surprise, possibility. The Suicide Squad air cut with true version of the movie based on that first trailer, and also true version of Jared Leto's Joker. The studio meddling of Suicide Squad has been well documented. Nothing was the same after that first trailer. And if you remember that first trailer of Suicide Squad, it was very dark. Very dark. And then, of course, the Bohemian Rhapsody trailer released after that, and everything changed. With that, there were reports of Jared Leto's Joker, a lot of his footage being cut. A few said there was enough footage to do his own movie. So unlike the Snyder Cut, I don't think this movie would cost a lot. I think there's a lot of unused footage, maybe some editing to take out all that color campy stuff. And I think there's a great version of Jared Leto's Joker out there. Now, if you hated his version of Joker, that's fine. You know, you can only judge what we got on screen. But knowing for a fact that there is so much more footage that was cut out in favor of a lighter toned Suicide Squad movie, I want to see that. And I think HBO Max is a perfect spot. It's more content. It doesn't cost much. And David Ayer would be 110% in on re-editing his movie and giving it the proper treatment and getting audiences to see his version. So that's number one. Number two, and this is, talk about reaching, but there is a rumor online, and some people are saying that Ben Affleck returns for an HBO Max limited series on his Batman based on his script that he co-wrote with Jeff Johns. A little bit far-fetched, yes. However, what do we know about Ben Affleck right now? Not Ben Affleck 2018 or 2019. What do we know about Ben Affleck right now? His quarrel with the DC universe was mainly with the studio meddling. It wasn't Zack Snyder. Ben Affleck has gone on record saying he supports Zack Snyder and will do anything for him because he loves him. The two of them had a very, very close relationship on the set of Batman v Superman. Ben Affleck's having a good time shooting Justice League. And then all of a sudden, Zack Snyder is gone. Whether that's because of his family tragedy, which it very well could be. I'm not saying it wasn't. Or you could look into the reports that WB used that as an opportunity to get him out. Some might be saying that's a little ridiculous. Oh yeah? So they bring in Joss Whedon to completely break apart the movie and reshoot a huge chunk of it instead of finishing up Snyder's movie. Nah, nah, something doesn't sound right. And I'm not saying Zack Snyder didn't want to leave the production, or didn't think really hard about leaving because of his the tragedy of his daughter. But remember, Warner Bros. They kept that November release date. They kept it. They could have pushed the movie, gave him some time, much like how Universal gave the Fast and Furious crew time when Paul Walker tragically passed away. Granted, he was a prominent cast member of that Fast and Furious crew, but Zack Snyder, this is his movie. This was his movie. This was his vision that nobody else could have done like he could have. And now we're going to see that next year with Snyder Cut. So anyways, Snyder is back at DC. I'm pretty sure the new regime of Warner Brothers, maybe even for a short period of time, looked at that Ben Affleck script and said, can we do something with this? Maybe not a movie, but we have this HBO Max streaming service. Can we do something with this? Well, let's see. Snyder's back. Affleck fully supports Snyder. Even put out a video. Affleck is in really good shape. Have you seen the photos? He's in really good shape. It's been some time. The fans would love to see Ben Affleck back as Batman. You would love to see it. I would love to see it. For whatever you want to say about Batman v Superman, he was not the problem with it. One of the criticisms of Justice League was his version of Batman was way different from the Batman and Batman v Superman. Granted, in that movie, toward the end, he became Batman. He wasn't Batman for most of the movie, but he became Batman. So Ben Affleck has the opportunity to do something with his Batman character because he loves the character and have the kind of creative freedom that can be allowed with a high-budgeted limited series. 6, 7, 8 episodes, 8 hours. I'm thinking Warner Brothers maybe took a meeting. It's possible. They could have took a meeting, a virtual meeting. What's his name? The CEO of Warner Brothers, Toby Emmerich. The head of DC Studios, Walter Hamada. Director Zack Snyder. Ben Affleck. Can we do something? If Snyder produces, this executive produces, would you consider coming back? Before the Snyder Cut, it would have been, no, 0%, no chance. But somehow, AT&T Warner Brothers allowed the Snyder Cut to happen. There's a calling for Ben Affleck's Batman. Maybe that happens. Again, it's a prediction. I made an argument. It's a little messy of an argument, but I made an argument, and I would love to see it. So those are my 2 predictions for the surprise DC Comics panel. The Suicide Squad Air Cut and Ben Affleck returns for an HBO Max limited series. All right, 5:45.